Hey guys, I'm a little bit starting to get nervous about my mom meeting my roommate's grandmother, because as some of you know, I'm a lesbian, and I did vlog about this once that she's homophobic. She's more like pray the gay away because she goes to church that tells her it's not good to be, you know, lesbian or gay, and it's not like it's a choice. When I told my roommate I was a lesbian before I moved in with her, um, she just she was just thinking it was like a choice, but she was like okay with it as long as I didn't like come on her, and that hasn't been an issue. Um, but it's not a choice. Like, I don't like men. I've tried to date men, and there's no feeling there for the guys. So it's definitely not a choice. Um, I think most people that I met are gay, and they say, for females, they say they're lesbian, but they're really bisexual, and that really confuses the guys. But for my mother, um, I had to tell her that my roommate's grandmother was homophobic because my mom is of the school that, well, she worked in Houston and as a nurse, as an ER nurse, back in, I don't know, like 40 years ago. And because I'm 40, it was before I was born. And she said people would be coming into the ER trying to kill themselves, and they'd ask why. And it was because, nobody could understand them. Nobody could, they didn't accept who they were as gay or lesbian or trans, I guess, or anything. Um, and it's just really, really hard. It's really, really hard. So, my mom took me on a trip to Africa once, me and my stepdad, and we went to Tanzania, which is, kind of, if you go down south, like South Africa, it's not nearly as bad. And we went there too, and she didn't try and challenge anyone or ask anyone. Well, she wanted to know what the guide felt in Tanzania about, gays and lesbians. And, you know, goodness, this was horrible because my mom chose this conversation when we were driving around the side of a mountain. And it's not like here, like, they don't have walls. So you have to be really careful you don't drive off. And she's talking to this guide who's freaking out and saying, "Oh my god, why don't you kill them?" Meaning, why don't we kill our gays and lesbians that are coming out? And I was totally quiet. Like, at the time, like, I was like 33, and I was still in the closet because I was molested by a female, so I didn't want to be gay and lesbian. It's not. As soon as I told my mom, she was okay with it. But what my big fear is, when she meets my roommate's grandmother, she's going to start a conversation about it, because, that's one of her big causes sometimes. And now that I've told her, I said, look, if my roommate, if her grandmother knew that her grandmother was living with a lesbian, she's going to think that my roommate's a lesbian too. And I said, that wouldn't be cool. So, anyway, I'm glad that my mom is like really, really cool with me. In NA today, we were just reading a story in one of the books about a guy who is gay, and people didn't understand him, and he was feeling really depressed and suicidal. And I have to say that in my life, I'm really, really lucky, and I think that women have it easier than men from what I've seen. So I'm really grateful for that. Anyways, thank you.